Welcome, everybody, to the Alabama Bass Trail Championship presented by Phoenix Boats. Robbie Floyd, Kay Donaldson, the program director of the ABT. And we're at Goose Pond, a.k.a. Lake Guntersville, Big Fish Factory. It's our championship, Kay, and 181 boats have qualified to make it this far.
We're excited to have them here. I'm not sure the weather or the Chamber of Commerce ordered the exact weather that we were hoping for, but they're going to catch them. They always do.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with weather conditions. Unlike the typical ABT events, this is a two-day event. You got to be good on 2 days to win this title.
You do, and unfortunately for these guys, practice was so different from the conditions that they're going to deal with over the next 2 days. We have bluebird skies, a little bit of wind. They're going to experience anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of rain over the course of the next 2 days, and overcast and cloudy skies. So I'm not sure that practice helped them a whole lot.
And not to mention the cold weather is also rolling in. So a little bit different than we've done in ABT events in past. You and I are going to go out on the water. I'm getting ready for this first day of the championship.
Welcome, folks. 2019 Alabama Bass Trail Championship here at beautiful, sunny Lake Guntersville. What a beautiful day, boys. How about
Wonderful day for fishing.
Beautiful day for fishing. It is cloudy, about 185% chance of rain today and tomorrow. It's going to change a lot of things for these fishermen this week. Stingy's been a big word that we've heard for quite a while, quite a few weeks here. What's your prediction today?
You know, if the lake's going to turn on, this weekend will be a good time for it to turn on. So if we got some of the greatest fishermen in the state of Alabama fishing today, I think we'll see some good weights.
Jason, 181 teams on Guntersville. What's your thoughts?
So bluebird skies in practice the whole time.
Whole time.
None of that during the tournament. So I think they want to change, they're going to get it.
But we didn't have rain until about 30 seconds ago. It's starting to come down now. We're going to get on the water and see how these guys are going to tackle it. Looking at, obviously, as we said in the open, much different conditions today. Obviously rain, cloud cover, a lot more wind. What do you got to do to figure these fish out?
Well, you know, in practice, a lot of these guys probably covered a lot of water, and these fish had feeding moments that were real short periods of the day. A day like today, those periods may actually open up. So some of these guys were fishing in areas that didn't get bit. They could go through those same areas and catch fish.
Sure.
They just weren't active when they were running through those areas.
You know, on the Alabama Bass Trail podcast this week, we talked to Gerald Swindle, and he made a comment about this cool weather change. The cloud cover, the rain, the wind. It could really turn a lot of things on.
Right.
Top water may come into play in this tournament, and that'll be till tomorrow, but this really could make some changes for them.
Right, and we're seeing these guys throw spinnerbait. You know, spinnerbait's something we hadn't heard anybody talk about in a while.
I thought it was dead.
But the conditions we have are perfect for spinnerbait. We got wind, cloud cover. If these fish do get active, that's a great way to catch them and catch them in a hurry.
Well, how's your morning been?
Not like the rest of the week, very slow.
Very slow. Your partner broke out a spinning rod already, so.
Something different. We call it word and we kind of work it, so we'll see.
Okay. We're just south of Roseberry Creek, and we're on the back side of the river channel. They're throwing up to a little shallow flat. They got a lot of fish cruising. John's throwing one bait, reaction bait. Mason's throwing a topwater bait in the back, and so as they kind of a tag team effort here, as one misses, one will usually catch. And great area of the lake, and a lot of tournaments won out of this part of the lake, especially going out of Goose Pond like we are.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Toyota, official truck of the Alabama Bass Trail, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax, all about the South. There's more to come.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
So our mission statement here at Bill Penny Motor Company is to enrich the lives of our employees and our customers and the communities we serve. And it really begins and ends with people. It started with that kind of philosophy with my granddad and went through my dad. Growing up around the business, I remember being just a kid washing cars and meeting these customers. Now I'm a grown adult and they get to buy vehicles from us and hopefully serve their next of kin for generations to come. For the whole story, visit us at BillPennyToyota.com, where people always come first.
What could 148,000 people possibly have in common? As different as each of the members of America's First are, they all like it when good things happen to them. Like when their savings earn a higher return than they can get with a bank, and when their loans and credit cards have lower rates. And they like taking care of business from wherever they are. Why not join us today? America's First Federal Credit Union.
You sons of fishes. Ain't enough fish on this lake for 2 clubs.
Really? Well, we see plenty of fish live with Panoptics.
Yep. Dang, we should get Panoptics. Or maybe we'll just take yours.
What's going on here? You boys have license?
Yes, sir.
Nope.
There he is.
Oh, I got him.
You've witnessed the action in the North, the thrill in the South. Now it's your turn. Time for you to be a part of the Alabama Bass Trail. $47,000 paid out at each event. And new this year, no entry fee championship with over $100,000 up for grabs. That includes a whopping $50,000 for the winner. Over $580,000 in cash and prizes in 2020. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and sign up now at AlabamaBassTrail.org. The Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series, presented by Phoenix Boats.
We're at Goose Pond Colony. Welcome. It's a great venue. I was looking forward to getting off the water, going out there, getting around the golf in, but that was not the case today because when I come off of that water, I hit the dryer. I was soaking wet. I still expect guys to catch them, although I think a lot of people will not catch them as well. We've already had a few guys come in and weigh in their fish right now. Our leader at the time looks like Anthony Goggins, Jeremy Headley with 14-12. So
we need like 14 and change to take the lead. 14-12 to take the lead. Header and Rogers, 14-14. You did it by 2/100ths of a pound. All right. Dusty Jordan, Alex Bowden, 17:06 today.
Had something was coming up schooling first thing, and then the rain come and just kind of slowed everything down for us. We kind of figured something out toward the end.
So they were schooling when you got there, but then the rain just they stopped schooling?
Yeah, it scattered them out.
We need 17:56 to take the lead. They're just under it with 16:34.
Guys, you just crossed the stage. You had 16.34. You also had a fish of 5.67 pounds. Currently, day one, early in the weigh-ins, leading big bass. So tell us about your day.
Well, it started off better than what we thought. We found a couple places in practice we thought we could catch some fish, pulled up to the first place, didn't have much luck, went to the second place, and about the third cast I made, I caught that big fish. So, you know, it didn't start off like we wanted to, but then again it did because it made up some ground right there with that fish.
Did you guys prepare for the rain we had today? Because it's different than what practice time was. So how did that affect your game plan for today?
Well, I mean, we planned on throwing a jerk bait, and that didn't happen. And they usually don't bite it good when it's cloudy, so we just threw the spinner bait and a chatter bait and caught what we caught.
You just crossed the stage. You had 5 fish that weighed 13.88 pounds, and you had current big fish leader at 6.42 pounds. We saw you on the water today, so tell us kind of about what you were doing and how your day progressed after we left you.
Well, we went to a place where we thought we had a lot of good bites yesterday, and we actually swung on a couple that were, over 4 pounds. and he caught that big one. It was the second fish. So obviously we stayed in there all day trying to get another big one to bite, and we ended up scratching up a limit, but the rest of them were line burners. But we know there's some more good fish in there, so we'll be back in there tomorrow.
Is it enough to take the lead? Right now, we need 17:56 to take the lead. We've got it. 17:75. Brandon Perkins, Kelly Riedheimer.
Pretty much two areas where we caught them. We broke off two big ones. That hurt, no doubt. But we're gonna go do the same thing tomorrow and see if there's still some there. We probably got 7 or 8 bites. Good bites.
We're gonna move up that leaderboard. Perkins and Riedheimer are no longer in the lead. Pritchard, 18:21, our first 18-pound bag.
You just weighed 18.21, taking the lead. Tell us about your day.
It was tough. We got 8 bites all day, caught 5 by 10, and I had one between 6 and 7 hooked up, and just didn't get her in the boat. So it'll be interesting tomorrow.
Our lead, 18:21, is blown out of the water. Joe McElroy, Chase Freeman, 22:10 here on the first day of the championship. How about a round of applause for those guys?
We had a good, solid day. We had to fish behind a lot of people, but the fish stayed there, and we managed to make them bite.
Okay, you had a little bit later flight. Did that have any effect on your day?
Actually, it didn't. We ran all the way almost to the dam. So there wasn't many people there. I think a lot of people peeled off before they got there. So it was crowded with locals. That's the people we were competing with.
Okay, so obviously you had practiced up there. You found these fish. Did you think the changing weather conditions would affect that?
Had no idea. We were worried a little bit, but the fish had been in there all week, and we knew if we could get back in there, we could catch them.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, will be right back.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
All right, Kent, here we go. Day 2. We just saw day 1. We just saw what could happen.
Right.
On the leaders, over 22 pounds, second place, down around 18. A lot warmer today, a lot more wind. Rain is held off for now, but it's coming.
It's coming. You know, 2-day tournament, you got to catch them both days. And we've seen it here recently in tournaments where you catch them really good one day and you really struggle the next.
Right.
And on this lake, we've already seen a 22-pound bag. Guys that are down the leaderboard a little ways could get a big bag and move up.
A lot can happen. We're about as far as you can go south from takeoff, and we know of teams in the top 10 going as far as you can go north takeoff. We've got a team up there. We're down here. Let's check these guys out. We'll hit with the leaders, see what's going on. Be right back.
Oh, yes, and that's wrong.
All right, we're back out on the water, day 2. We're on the 9th place guys from yesterday, Sam Long and Jason Atkins, throwing a frog in this area. I mean, this area looks really good. Had some temperature changes today. Had a good bite going yesterday. Still sitting in 9th place, a little over 16 pounds. Really still in the good in the hunt for today.
We need a little luck, maybe y'all bring it to us. Yesterday he broke one off about 4 pounds, about an hour in, and about 2 hours later I had one hit and got it in, and he was getting the everything off of it, and I said, hey, there's your frog if you want it back. It's still in his mouth.
Here we are with Joe and Chase. Chase has one on. Got him in the net.
Is that an Alabama cluster going on there?
It looked like it's the first time we caught a fish.
Day 2, just came across second place anglers currently.
Right.
About 9 pounds in the boat. A little something different.
Right.
Flipping docks, spinner baits from docks, spinner baits, swim jigs, chatter baits. Saw him flipping a jig as well. A little more about the baits you're seeing today compared to yesterday.
Well, that's the first jig I've seen. You know, true jig on fishing on the bottom. Most of these guys are fishing shad type baits, really moving the baits, looking for active fish.
Sure.
And that seems to be what paid off for the guys that did well yesterday. I think they're expecting it to happen again today.
Got him? Good one? Everything is big and he might keep out of it. Yeah.
Long dry spell. We needed this.
Oh my goodness. Do I need to let it? Dad, no. Come on, baby. Hey, let's close up the camera right there. Look at that, boy.
As the wind continues to blow and the guys come off of the water, it was not an easy day by any stretch of the imagination.
This might have been the roughest conditions I personally have ever been through.
When you catch them on day 1, you expect to, have a good day on day 2. You just expect it. I think I'm on them. I'm in the right spot. I've got the right baits, but that's not always the case, and I don't think that was the case necessarily today.
Well, it certainly wasn't this morning. When we got to the current day leaders, Joe McElroy and Chase Freeman, it seemed like, things weren't happening as fast as they were hoping that they would be happening. So it was interesting to see how the day unfolded, though.
Well, the one thing about Guntersville is there are big bags out there. Guys that are deep down in the pack could make a big jump and maybe take home this brand new Phoenix boat. We'll find out who will be crowned the ABT champion when we come back.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Toyota, Sweet Home, Alabama, and by America's First Federal Credit Union. Stay with us. There's more to come.
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
It's time to take a road trip.
Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some of the best are outdoors, like a trip to Lake Gunnersville. First stop on the Alabama Bass Trail. Catch anything? Nice. Or head to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. 468 holes of golf heaven. What's the time say?
Best public golf on the planet.
Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
Must be hot out there, huh?
Not especially.
What you drinking?
Gasoline.
Right, but I mean, what's in the cup?
Gasoline.
For those who were born to ride, there's Progressive.
A lot of money is on the line. We talk about the $40,000 cash prizes plus this boat. I mean, it's really amazing because they're going to get paid, what, $1,100 even if you finish in 25th place?
Absolutely. Tell me where you can get that at.
I know. I'll take it right now.
Well, me too.
And I saw guys, catching a few fish yesterday that went out there today that knew that they still had a chance. And at least that Mountain Dew Big Bass. Where are we sitting at with the Mountain Dew Big Bass? What, 685? Oh, that's easily attainable today.
Oh, absolutely, man. This place is full of giants.
They had 1150 yesterday, and they're going to get their picture taken because they got a bag today. Just shy of 20 pounds, 1989 for their day 2 here at the championship. One expired fish, they're going to have a 1 pound penalty, but man, you look at you go, hey, what can I do?
And today we went back to the same areas, ran the same stuff, hid from the wind all day, just like we did yesterday.
Yesterday, they had 1649. They need 1602 to take the lead. 1620. They do it by 18/100ths of a pound. There's San Wiggins playing. Got to watch out for them. Anywhere they go, you just got to watch out. They'll scream, they'll cheer, they'll hoop and holler. And especially when they need 1741 to take the lead. Wesley Sam, Jordan Wiggins, 1792. You know it, grab them. Don't even wait, just grab them.
We found them schooling yesterday evening, and we started on them this morning, and they would not come up and get it. We didn't see no activity, so we waited a couple hours, and about dinner we run back in there, and they was going crazy, and we just happened to catch a few good ones.
What were the baits you used to catch these fish?
Well, we all week long, 2 days of practice, and then yesterday we caught most of our fish on a chatterbait. And today, well, actually yesterday afternoon, we saw a little bit of things happen that caused us to slow down, and we started throwing a swim bait. And that was the primary bait we threw today. That's what we caught everything we weighed in on.
You need 1753 to take the lead. You got a good bag. After 1673 yesterday, you need 1753 today. 1530, just a little bit shy by a couple of pounds. Last 15 minutes, they caught 5. They need 1747. They got 1396. So those guys are still holding on. They need 1670. Hurst and Freeman get 1321. So good bag, but still not good enough. Tell me about your day.
That's the story of our lives. We can't close one of these out.
Our second place competitor, our second place pair after day number 1 is Robbie Pritchard, Lynn Pritchard. What do they have to do to take the lead? They had 1821, they need 1605, 1140, so it's gonna be shy. I'm gonna ask you one more time, brother. Do you think you have enough to win this thing? They've got to catch, over 12 pounds to do it, and we've seen a lot of guys in this top 10 not catch 12 pounds.
Well, 12 pounds on this lake is fairly easy, so I'm going to say it's no.
Either way, the worse you're going to finish this second, it's going to be a good payday for you either way. We're about to find out. You ready for this?
Yes, well.
All right, you stay there, stay in that hot seat. You stay in that hot seat. I want to bring over our leaders. Joe McElroy, Chase Freeman, I want you to come over here. Either way, a pair of great guys going to win this thing. Yesterday, you had a tremendous day, 22-10. You need a total weight of 12-16 to take the win. Hit it. 11-29, just shy for Joe McElroy and Chase Freeman. That means Wesley Sams and Jordan Wiggins are your winners of the Alabama Bass Trail Championship presented by Phoenix Boats. Well, the rain holds up for just a little bit. Wesley, Jordan, you get to see how beautiful this Phoenix Boats is. It's one of your favorite days, getting to pick those paint colors or pick it up that time. How about these guys doing it? And they didn't really give themselves a chance, but they still were able to pull through.
You know, it's always good to see some of our anglers that's been loyal to us over the years take home this boat. I mean, it is a beautiful Phoenix bass boat. And you just never count these guys out. I mean, you sit on stage, they're traditional Smith Lake guys, but they really catch them everywhere we go. You really have to get to this point. And we're very proud of them and thankful that they continue to fish the Alabama Bass Trail.
Guys, have you let it sink in a little? I mean, you had to make some adjustments. You told us slow it down. I mean, Jordan's over still shaking his head.
I can't quit cheesing.
Hey, when you're taking this boat back to the house, you can just reflect on all the things you did right this week. Was there one particular key or one particular moment that you think won you this Phoenix Bass boat?
Absolutely. At 11 o'clock, we knew we had to ditch everything that we had done today so far. We went back to what was originally our secondary area, and we pulled in there. Jordan made the call. I said, "You think we need to go back?" And he said, "We don't have anything else. We've got to. If we stand a shot to do anything in this tournament, we got to go or we can go home." And we made that call, and it didn't take long. Once we got to that spot, it happened pretty quick.
So the primary spot wasn't happening. The secondary spot was. They slowed it down, made things happen, and they walk away the Alabama Bass Trail champions for 2019. Let it sink in for a little while. We'll see you next time on the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats. Thanks for watching.